What's up, Dom Marlies? Here to talk about Bears' victory over the Redskins, Commanders. Bear down. That was a good game. We were sloppy, so sloppy on offense. DeAndre Swift, though, he won us that game offensively. Obviously, our defense stepped up. Our special teams, like always, giving all of the other team's possessions to the 40. Like, they only have to go 60 yards every single time. And our special teams, the only time that we didn't have them go at the 40 is when they blocked from the back or illegal formation or whatever. I think that only happened twice. Other than that, every single drive that the Redskins had was at the 40. Um, I, I just don't understand why special teams is so difficult. Like, it's been a problem for 2 years now, but I mean, like, we don't have anybody that can like go get the returner, or like we don't have like a good plan. I don't know. But anyway, we're lucky to get out of there with a win. I know that Washington did have, no receivers. Noah Brown was hurt, and Terry McLaurin was hurt. But still, like, getting out there with a win against a pretty good Washington team is not bad. The surprising thing is we stopped the run, and maybe it's because T.J. Edwards returned. Maybe that's what we needed. That Noah Sewell hit where he he got crunched by I shouldn't laugh, sorry, but he got crunched by his own player, and between making a tackle, that looked bad. Like, I'm glad that, well, I'm relieved that he only had a concussion. Like, no one wants to see anybody get hurt, so maybe he'll be out for like a week or two, but that's a good thing that it was only a concussion, because it looked bad. It looked like he, like stuffed in his neck, like maybe a John Lynch type where he would have needed surgery. But good thing that it was only a concussion. Another thing is the announcers, and I'm sure you've seen it all over Instagram because I've seen quite a few videos, and Troy Aikman was just dogging us the entire time. He said, like, on probably like the third play of the game, it was something like, "Oh, well, that was just all luck by the Bears," and it's like, you don't say that as a commentator. I don't know when this started, when the commentators started getting biased. Obviously, you know about Chris Collinsworth being all over Patrick Mahomes' dick, but like, that's accepted now, and it's just like, no, stop. That's why I like John Madden and Al Michaels in the day, because if they were bashing on anybody, it was the refs, and that's probably why the NFL stepped in and probably told them, like, hey, stop bashing on the refs. So instead of bashing on the refs, now they're bashing on the players, and I don't know. There should just be unbiased and, like, when they're commentating. Nothing to do with the game, but it was just frustrating to hear the announcer just constantly bash your team. And this isn't like the first time. Like, it's been happening for quite a while against the Bears. Every time I see a Bears game, one of the commentators has nothing good to say about the Bears. It's always, oh, they got lucky, or they did this right, they did this wrong. Like, nah, like, stop. Just call the game and, like, you know, I guess be nice to the players. I don't know. But anyway, one of them I was really confused by, and I was like, well, why would Troy Aikman say that? But it was second down to 4, and we did a play action, and we threw it deep to Roman Dunze, who was covered by 2 people. Roman Dunze almost came down with that ball, and Troy Aikman, the first thing he said is, I don't know why they just threw it deep on the second and 4. That's not a good play at all. Yeah, it is a good play. If you're second and short, like 4 yards or under, take the deep shot. Like, that's just football 101. So I don't know what the hell Troy Aikman was talking about. I wish Roman Dunze would have came down with that, but like, that right there is why I believe that Roman Dunze is the future, and he will be a top 5 receiver. If not this year, then next year. Like, if he makes those catches. So far, he's done great this year. I wish he would have came down with that one, but that's all right. Like, we did fine. Caleb was a little off, like usual. But when we're on, we're on, though. So, like, if Caleb can just be consistent, we'll be good. Once again, shout out to DeAndre Swift. That was an amazing game by him. He ran straight. He ran the correct routes. He caught everything. I don't know why the Washington player didn't push him out of bounds when we scored that touchdown because he was so close to the sideline. It looked like DeAndre Swift might have like tricked him though, because he like stopped running and he kind of like just started walking, and then all of a sudden he just run down the sideline. So it might have been like a trick by DeAndre Swift to like catch the defense off guard, which obviously it worked. But that's why you should always finish the plays. But anyway, other than that, this is bad, and like I know I'm probably one of the only ones that keeps on like giving Tyreek Stevenson his credit, and like I still do. Like I understand he got he got fooled so horribly on the touchdown. Either it was Chris Moore or Luke McCaffrey, I can't remember, but they just ran uh, a double route, and and Tyreek Stevenson bit so hard, like he lost his footing and like he couldn't catch up and everything, and like that's gonna happen with Tyreek Stevenson, and I'm honestly okay with that. There are worse corners out there than Tyreek Stevenson as like a corner too. Hopefully we get Jalen Johnson back soon, and then we'll be almost full health since we got TJ Edwards back. But the important thing is, though, our defense held strong. We made good tackles. We got pressure at the right times. That's another thing. Dennis Allen deserves another shout out for his, I don't know, I just love the way that he's running our defense right now. I mean, we always have our backs against the wall starting at the 40. So besides that, I feel like he's blitzing at the right time. He's calling the right plays at the right times of what we should play, zone, man, blitz, whatever. Like, it's always seems to be on point. Dennis Allen deserves nothing but credit for his defense this year. Like it's really like I'm surprised, kind of. I'm honestly surprised that he failed with New Orleans. Maybe their defense was good, and that's probably why, because their offense wasn't that good. But he could probably be a head coach again someday, because he's very good at defense. Like he knows when to turn on the pressure, he knows when to go into coverage. He still is playing those. Jaquan Brisker got that pick. He's still playing that defense that's like hidden. Like he knows how to get players in the right positions to make a play, and it showed with Jaquan Brisker. The only thing that I didn't see, and I know it's Alex Gordon. It's Alex Gordon's only first game back, but I want to see more of him, of what he can do in Dennis Allen's defense, because like I said, I think he matches up perfectly with what he can do, with what Dennis Allen is trying to do at that nickel corner, or having the safety come in a nickel spot and either cover or try to sack the quarterback or stop the run. But that's good for Gordon. It's not Aaron Gordon because that's the Magic guy. I'm pretty sure it's Alex Gordon. I don't know. Anyways, it's good to see him back, and he did get beat on one route, but it looked like I think it looked like Brisker came up. I think it was a Chris Moore touchdown, and Brisker came up and tried to jump Deebo Samuel, and instead the guy ran deep, and the left side was completely wide open, and Gordon did his best, to get back there. So nothing too bad. I can't say anything bad about the defense. The offensive line is still shaky. Caleb still needs to be more consistent. I still like some of the plays that he makes, but just sometimes I wish he was more accurate. And like I think that will come with time. Like it might take him one full year this year. Hopefully, it'll only take him like another 6 games or so. By midseason, he'll be, throwing dots and like be unstoppable. That would be fantastic. So still like Caleb, still like the offense. DeAndre Swift won us that game offensively, obviously. So credit to DeAndre Swift. I can't say anything bad really about him anymore. Like this is actually the Raiders game. He kind of played terribly, but I guess 2 out of 3 games ain't bad. I don't know. DeAndre Swift did okay, but this game specifically, he won it for us, and I hope that he continues to play the way he does. Maybe it was my guy getting some snaps and getting some carries that like put something in him to like boost his performance, but That's what needs to happen. Is DeAndre Swift should not feel safe, and my young guy should get a little bit more carries. That way, you can push Swift to do a little bit more like he did in this game. Was not expecting that at all. Not that Washington has like the best defensive line or run stuffing, but they have a they have a pretty good defense enough to definitely stop DeAndre Swift, but not this day. This game, DeAndre Swift killed it. So shout out to him. Like I'm usually the biggest hater of DeAndre Swift, but good for him. Like keep it up. I hope he does. And then like I don't think we're trading for a running back. Alvin Kamara said he's going to retire if he gets traded anywhere. I don't hear any more talks about Brees Hall or Devon Achane. So I don't think we're going to get Achane, whatever. So I don't think we're going to get a running back, but that's okay. The funny part is, I think I heard or I read that Ryan Polis wasn't the one that doesn't want to trade. It's actually Ben Johnson that doesn't want to trade. He wants to keep the picks and build his own team, which is fine. I 100% agree with that, and I'm glad that Polis is giving him the reins to do so. That's probably the smartest thing he could do is not argue with his head coach. Let him do what he wants to do, and then if it doesn't work out, then obviously we probably get rid of both of them. Honestly, that's just the way the NFL is. But I'm glad that Polis is checking his ego. I feel like Polis checks his ego at the right times. So I still love Polis. Ben Johnson's doing a great job. He still gets a little bit frustrated with Caleb making some terrible throws, as I do, but you got like I think we both understand that Caleb is technically in his rookie year. That's what I would say. But here we go. Bear down. We play the Saints next. That should be an easy win. Keandre Miller might go off. Alvin Kamara might go off. It depends. Let's see how our run game responds since we did a really good job stuffing Bill. And I don't think Chris Rodriguez got any carries, and McNichols got a couple. McNichols mostly caught out of the backfield, and that was another one. 3rd and 13, and they passed a what's it called an angle route from the running back. McNichols ran an angle route right in the middle of the field, and Tremaine Evans was there, and he was waiting for it, but he waited too long. And they ended up getting a first down in that 3rd and 13. I think that was towards the end of the game, right before Bill fumbled, and actually, Jane Daniels let it go. I mean, it was raining. You can't really blame them for that. Like it's just going to occur sometimes when it rains. The ball gets slippery, and it was an unfortunate mistake for Washington, but great for us. So super glad that we won 3 in a row. Let's go for 4 in a row, and then we play the Ravens. So that would be a test because I'm pretty sure Lamar Jackson's coming back, and Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, they might break the rushing record. I don't want to like put that in a manifestation, but hopefully our defense can play as well as we did against Washington. Like always, bear down, go Bears. I just hope that we beat the Saints because this should be an easy win. Peace out, y'all.